Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay, and in this particular video, what we're going to talk about is one of those most, well, it's the biggest expense that you have when it comes to your short-term rental. It's usually, for some of you, if you own it, it's your mortgage, but in our method, we're talking about the rent. How do you know if you're paying too much? What type of lease do you actually need? And most importantly, is there possible room for negotiation in some way, shape, or form? So what we're going to do is we're going to share with you some thoughts that we were having inside of our community when we were doing one of our Q&A sessions. So enjoy.
Okay, Nevin has a question specifically for Jay. I'll read it out loud to you.
Go for it.
I looked at a property today and feel like it would be a good fit. I was able to evaluate it using the checklist, but the only concern I have is rent. The rent for a one bedroom, 675 square feet is $1,350. It doesn't have a dryer or washer in the unit. The rent for two bedroom, 810 square feet is $1,450, and it includes a dryer and washer. The rents include all utilities, cable, internet, and phone. The rents are significantly high for this area. Average rent for a one bedroom would typically be $870 to $890, and a two bedroom $950 to $1,100. The owner is happy to move forward with this, as he said he always liked entrepreneurs and would like to give them a shot. Please advise how I should move forward, as this is my first unit. P.S. I had listed 16 units in my opportunity list, and these were the only ones that were positive so far.
Okay. So first, let me address if all you've talked to is 16 and you still got a yes, then great. You're doing awesome, man. I don't want you thinking like, oh, I've talked to 16, I'm doing something wrong. And even if it took 100, it'd still be worth it. So with that being said, I think what you're really asking me is, Jay, is it too much money because you're afraid of not making enough? And that's the part where you have to begin to do some research on what is the revenue potential on that particular unit. How many bedrooms was it?
There was two of them. He was saying a one bedroom and a two bedroom. The one bedroom does not have washer and dryer. The two bedroom does. The difference in price is $100. All the utilities, cable, and internet, phone are included in that price. However, without those things included in that area, typical rent would be $870 to $890 for one bedroom, and $950 to $1,100 for a two bedroom. So he's basically saying it's about a $350 difference for a two bedroom, and more than that for a one bedroom. About a $500 difference.
There's nothing wrong with asking. Okay, so if what you're telling me is, Jay, I would get a better price if I could, split this up. How much? There's a reason the landlord is doing that way. I don't know what that reason is, but at the same time, you're in one of those colder places where utilities is going to be unique and interesting, to say the least. So he may actually be shooting himself in the foot. I just don't know what your utility prices are going to look like, but I don't think they're going to look like that. I don't think they're going to be that much. So with that being said, what I would do is just ask him if you can have a standard gross lease. That's what it's called. That's what you're looking for, not a net lease. And that's what he's offering you. So you want the gross lease, and tell him, yo, this is what I want to do at the end of the day.
The only consideration I would make is if he is, where is he located?
Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, that might actually be a good deal for him, though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it is.
Well, because it's going to be super cold like 4 or 5 months out of the year,
Right.
and so his heating bill is going to be like $500 a month.
Right.
And then in the summertime, likewise, it's going to be super humid, which means they use a lot of AC,
Right.
which is also going to be high bills. So that actually might be a good deal.
It might be fine. That's the thing. I just don't have any.
But he could also touch base with Russell, right?
They're in the same area, or Sarah.
Yeah, Russell and Sarah. Sarah Kingston is a net lease one that doesn't have utilities included.
What did I say? Is the net lease is the one that doesn't have the utility? No, gross lease is the one. What is? Okay.
Let's start over. He said his brain was elsewhere today.
And yes, it is. It really is, guys. Okay, so I'm trying to focus here. All right. when we're talking net, that the net is net to the landlord. Okay, so in this particular case, what we're talking about though is do you want I don't think you want a lease in this situation with the utilities included, because what he's really saying is there might be let's be real, Nevin, we're talking about $100 to maybe $200 in difference. Do me a favor, go on Investopedia, type in net lease, that way people can see how to actually look that up. Anyway, while he's doing that, so I can't neither confirm nor deny. I just don't think it's going to be worth it for you to. I just don't think you're basically talking about, now type in net lease somewhere in there. Yeah. You're only talking about a couple. You might be talking about $100, at most $150 difference on a monthly basis. But he could actually be shooting himself in the foot, because I know I've gotten some very astronomical utility bills before and been like, wow. So, and your utility bills are probably higher, is really what it comes down to. Anyway, so hopefully that helps. I'm going to pull up his screen in just a second so you can see what I was referring to. What is a net lease? There it is, in Investopedia.
There we go. That was way easier.
No problem. So, yes. So what it comes down to is what you're talking about. What we're used to is where we're still going to be paying for the utilities and all this other stuff. So the net lease, not a triple net, but just the net lease, is you're still going to be paying the utilities and all those type of things. When I say triple net, that means the tenant is actually paying for, even property taxes and many more things. You want, he's offering you a gross lease, which is, okay, cool. It's all included. I don't know that it's going to be worth it for you, mostly because of the utility bills. However, he may have some sort of situation in where he's earning money on the utility bills, which is one of the strategies that we've talked about, because I know it's resulted in many thousands of dollars back for us, so that we could, earn money on the utility bills. I think that's kind of cool. So that's basically where I was coming from. But at most, I think you're talking $100 difference, because you're still going to be paying utility bills. It's not like you get, some sort of free utility bills. Guys, it's been fun talking to you today. I appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity to influence you ever so slightly. I want to leave you again, for those of you who haven't gotten your copy of the recordings from the Short-Term Rental Summit, go pick those up. Go to shorttermsummit.com. I look forward to talking to you guys again. Make sure you put your comments in the Facebook group, and we'll talk to you soon. Until next time.